Bye bye, PDC. What is good, YouTube? It is your girl Creole Barbie here with Creole Barbie TV. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Creole Barbie. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below to be a part of the hottest movement, and that is, in fact, indeed, the Barbie Gang. If you are new to my channel, I talk about the post office, my experience working at the USPS, how to become a great clerk at the USPS, what to expect after your 90 days at the USPS, what positions you can apply for at the USPS in the hiring process. And I want to thank each and one of you that subscribed to my channel, who's been asking a lot of questions. I am loving the interaction. I greatly appreciate it so much. You guys are great viewers. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for your motivation. Like I said, I never ever thought that me posting a video about me getting a job at the USPS would be a tremendous great deal of support from you guys. And I really want to just say thank you, because you guys really do ask a lot of great questions. You guys are so involved within my channel. If you have any questions that you'd like to have featured in my next video, be sure to hashtag Ask Creole Barbie, and I will actually feature my next video. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and get into the video, but I'm leaving work right now, as you can see, so I'm going to wait till I drive home, and then I will link back up with you guys. I call it a night. I wanted to go ahead and touch bases with you guys about some things at the USPS. So, you know, for those who have applied for the USPS and is still waiting through the hiring process, my best advice to you is basically take this time, because once you start working at the USPS, I swear, everything changes. So gather like your mental thoughts and whatnot. Gather your mental thoughts together, because in order to succeed at the USPS, you're going to have to be mentally stable. Sometimes things that occur, things that happen while you're working can kind of put you in an overwhelming state. So be sure to enjoy your time right now, because like I said, when you start working there, you're going to be basically making a lot of sacrifices. Your weekends, and when it comes to your holidays, kiss it goodbye. And that's one reason why a lot of people don't last. It's because they miss their time just to their self and their family time. However, you know, this is a job and it's in high demand, and they're looking for people that's going to want to be there on the weekends and holidays. So therefore, with low seniority, you're working every holiday, you're working every weekend. So that's just something to keep in mind when waiting to work there, you know. Just enjoy the time you have now, because when they call, they will call. And, you know, it's nothing to do at that point but to work. So just enjoy the time that you have off right now. Okay, what I want to talk with you guys about is this badge right here. Be careful with this badge. This ID badge, yes, it's fun. Yes, it's exciting to get for the first time, taking your pictures and whatnot. But this badge, and people don't realize, this badge will track your every movement. When I say it tracks your every movement, is that when you go to swipe your badge in for the day, it shows the time that you arrived. When you swipe out, it shows the time that you left. Go to the parking lot, it will show the times you went to the parking lot. If you go excessively, they can actually see how many times you went to the parking lot. So therefore, don't let anyone talk you into leaving, you know, multiple times when you're on the clock. Just keep that in mind, you know, really your time card. I see a lot of people like to have someone else swipe them out to time out at the appropriate time, even though they left early. However, if you do that, you can get caught up because you have to use this badge. So if someone's swiping you out to clock out and you left at 5 o'clock and you clocked out at 8:30, it's going to show that you left the premises at 5 o'clock. And you know what's going to happen? You're going to get caught stealing time. You want to do that. And that's something that I want you guys to keep in mind. Do not make crazy mistakes, because some mistakes is no coming back from. Like I stated in my previous video, yes, the union is there to help us, but at the same time, we can't do anything too unnecessary to where they can't back us up on. And unfortunately, if you're caught stealing time and things of that nature, that's an automatic. Be sure every time you make a move to a different department, for instance, if your supervisor tells you that you need to go to help out in a different department and you already work in your unit, make sure you hit a move on the time clock. Because if you don't hit a move on the time clock, you can possibly get written up. What this does, it helps to show the manager or supervisor where you are in the building, what time you made it there. So everything has to be accounted for, where you are within the building. So it doesn't seem like you're out screwing around or doing something you have no business doing. So be sure to make your moves always when you go throughout the building to a different department. There's a lot of things PSCs don't know and your supervisor won't sit down and explain to you. So this is why I'm here to help you guys, because I want you guys to succeed. As you hit a move, everything is based on numbers with the time clock. So what you'll have to do is push MB for move, and then you'll put in 3 numbers. If it's not listed on the keypad, be sure to ask the supervisor what is the unit number that you'll be going to, or location that you'll be going to for the time clock. That way you already have it in the system, because if anything is questionable, they can always go back in the computer and look everything up. So be sure to cover your own self when you're working there, because sometimes the supervisors are busy and they may not know where you are. Or it could be the MOD that actually tell you to go somewhere, and so your unit supervisor don't know it, and they're thinking that you're just within the building bullcrapping around. That could possibly get you either sent home or written up. So this is why I'm telling you guys this, because it's very important. I see it a lot of times. And I don't want you guys falling in the traps of not getting where you need to be when working there. Also, be careful not to lose your ID badge, because the reason is it's $15 to replace your ID badge. And it's hard for you to get in the building without it, especially if you're a new PSC, because people that already work there, they won't know you, so therefore they won't allow you in. And if it's the weekend, it's extremely hard to get in because there's nobody there to make an ID badge. So this is why I say this. Make sure you keep that badge on you at all times, because being a new PSC is extremely hard getting into the post office, because no one would know you and no one's taking chances or being to blame if anything were to happen where they let someone that didn't work there inside the building. Another thing, when it comes to your time card, when it's time to go, please clock out, even if you did not finish your task for the day. And if another supervisor tell you to hang around, be sure to let them know that they may have to adjust the time or email your immediate supervisor that you stay over so it is approved. Because if your supervisor don't call mandatory overtime for certain clerks like PSCs or master clerks, and if you do basically stand over, they can call it unapproved or unscheduled overtime and you won't get paid for it. So be sure to voice that if you go to a different department to help out. Hey, you're telling me to do this, could you please notify my immediate supervisor, therefore I can get paid for it? Because if not, they'll go and look and see the time that you clocked out, and if it's not justified, then they won't. Another thing, when it comes to your time card, when it's time to go, please clock out, even if you did not finish your task for the day. And if another supervisor tell you to hang around, be sure to let them know that they may have to adjust the time or email your immediate supervisor that you stay over so it is approved. Because if your supervisor don't call mandatory overtime for certain clerks like PSCs or master clerks, and if you do basically stand over, they can call it unapproved or unscheduled overtime, and you won't get paid for it. So be sure to voice that if you go to a different department to help out. Hey, you're telling me to do this. Could you please notify my immediate supervisor? Therefore, I can get paid for it. Because if not, they'll go and look and see the time that you clocked out. And if it's not justified, then they won't. I really hope these simple tips and reminders help you guys when working at the USPS. If you have any questions, be sure to hashtag AskCreoleBarbie. And do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you hadn't done so already. In the meantime, I'm going to go rest, you guys. I had a busy day. I ran 95,000 pieces of mail, alright? That is a lot of mail for one person. And you guys, especially if you're going to be working automations, and especially in the plant, it's going to be a lot of times where you're working by yourself. This is why I say to get yourself mentally stable, because some things can be overwhelming when working there. Yes, I know you're anxious to work. Yes, I know you're excited to get started. However, it's all a process. It's an extremely long hiring process. Don't lose hope. Don't lose faith. They hadn't forgot about you. It's good. You're going to start, all right? But I'm going to go. So I will talk with you guys later. In the meantime, have a great weekend, and I'm out.